Here's the thing. I love sleeping. It's one of my favorite activities. Might be in the top three. Might actually be top one. Now that I actually think about it, top one activity. In The Sims, not a huge fan of sleeping. My Sims, they have more stuff to do. They have to work on their work tasks. They have to work on the aspiration tasks. They have a lot of skills that they need to get better at. I don't want them to sleep all the time. So we're gonna start with we're just doing base game bets. So the base game filter, we are just skipping the child one. Starting with this one, that is the Gordian cot. I mean, it's uncomfortable and it's ugly to be honest. But if you actually think about, I mean, this is okay. I don't like this one, but this one is okay. But the thing is, I don't think this is supposed to be inside of a house. If you think about it, it's an actual cot. So I guess this one it works for a story that you're trying to do that is camping related or something more rustic. I don't know, but I mean it's bad on purpose, and it serves the function. It serves the storyline that you're trying to do. So I guess we could work with that. The second one would be the Mod Pod Sleeper, and I am already getting it's the double version, the Mod Pod's Twin Sleeper. So both of them are uncomfortable. Energy 4, uncomfortable. $300, 300 simoleons. I think the issue is that with 30 simoleons extra, you already have a bed that is not uncomfortable and actually has its comfort relief. So it's already bad there. And then we have the swatches, and they are just not good. Let's zoom in a bit. And I mean, I all of the beds are going to have this kind of pattern that I just think it's very ugly. But I mean, I guess this one is okay. This one is ugly. This one could work. I think it could be a lighter frame, but okay. It's uncomfortable. What are you going to do with this? And these are, I think it's going to be the same swatches. Yeah, the same swatches. So let's put these three beds in our tire list. So the first one, the cot. I guess because I guess you were working on a storyline that makes sense. So we it's okay if we have that one. Now these two, I think we can delete it. I mean, none of the swatches are amazing. The frame could have better colors, and for 30 extra simoleons, you have a bed that is not uncomfortable. So we honestly just throw it in the trash. Things are getting better now because I actually like this bed. I think it's very cheap. So if you're thinking about like, oh, I want a cheap bed, I really like this watch. I really like this watch. I think if you're having a teen or a young adult that is going to be into music, I think I really like this one. This one is also interesting. I mean, it could be better, but I like it. I like it. I think it's cheap. It's what this was supposed to be. So I'm good with this one. For this too, I think I mean it's very grandma. It's so grandma. I think this pink one it works. The pink and the blue they work. They a more classic house, a cottage living house they're building. I think it works. I think it's needed. These swatches that are very grandma, honestly, they are awful. But I think the this yellow one, the pink, the blue, they are good. They could work in a lot of houses. Before we go back to the tire list, let's also get this one because this does not have a twin bed counterpart, and I really like this one. So here we have a jump in the price to 650, but we already have the energy still 4, but we have stress relief and discomfort relief. Could the energy be better for this price? Yes, it could. But that's what we have. And I really like these watches. I think, these, well, okay, so I'm talking about the swatches and it's not getting any better, but the thing is, I really like this one. I think this is perfect. I think it is for a kid, for a teen that's very into science and space. I love it. And I also really like this one. I like that we have different frames. So we have the white, we have the black, and I actually even like this one for a pink bathroom. So I think this works a lot. I think it's modern, but also could be, in a more industrial style, I think. And I really, really like this one. So let's rate them. So for this one, I would say it's decent. It's not supposed to be neutral. It's supposed to have like the three very different swatches. And I really like the guitar one. These two, right? Yeah, I think so. So I guess. I guess. Um, I like the yellow, the pink, and the blue swatches. I hate the grandma swatches, the one that have patterns, but I think it's believable. I think if you go to buy bed sheets, you're going to find this grandma thing style. So yeah, okay, we can have this here. And I know this is controversial, but I'm gonna put this one in 10 out of 10. This first watch is weird, like the black and the blue and the yellow. I get it, but I really like the other swatches, and I think this really works for a single bed. So for a teen, and I am a fan of this one for sure. I'm gonna have different opinions for the single bed and the twin bed. But starting with swatches, actually let's start with the stats. So here Energy 5 and a huge price jump to $1,000. And this one 1,300 simoleon. And I have issues with the swatches. But I really like this one, the black one. I feel like this is a very, if you're building a house for like a single guy, and I don't know, every time that I try to build a single guy stuff, it's just all black. I feel like sometimes that's where we go to. And I really like this bed. I think it fits like a more modern vibe. Um, this one for me, this one it's a prison bed. I'm not sure if anyone builds prison. I don't. If I did build a prison bed, I would use this bed for sure. This is written prison all over it. I hate this. I honestly, interior design police could arrest anyone that uses this bed. This is awful. And the rest is, whatever. This reminds me of Stranger Things. I know I said that I liked this one. However, I do think that the double bed is better. And I feel like the frame for a double bed is okay. This frame for a single bed, I just think that it is too much. It's for the single bed, I don't think it works. I So they are going to have different rankings for sure because of that. And here is kind of the same thing. I just feel like the frame is too big for a single bed, but then when it goes to the double bed, it works better. And now swatches, it's not good. It's not good. I I I like this one. I feel like this one is very safe, but then we have other swatches that are very bad. This green is also good. Okay, but then we have this pattern. I wish they had stats of like what swatches are being used, what swatches are never being used. I feel like this would always be on like no one never chose this one. This is safe. I like this one I like. This one I like. This one is awful. This is depressing. It could be better. So here's the issue. I It could be worse, but I also think that we can delete it. So yeah, we can delete it because the only swatch that I like, the one that is black, we can use here, and here it could be worse. It could. So I'm very conflicted on this one because it's at the same time it's a little bit different. Like it's a different kind of bed. So yeah, but it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. I feel like it makes sense. Here we can delete it. We can delete it. I don't like. I feel like this is huge for a single bed, and here it could be worse. Or I guess here's the thing. I feel like this one has a lot of swatches that are better than this one, and even if they're not better, they make sense. You know, they have swatches that are not pretty, they're not beautiful, but we could see those swatches in a real life house. So I guess, you know. Okay, here we also have some controversial opinions, I think. I really like this bed and I really like this bed. I feel like this is modern. It's what this is supposed to be, like more modern, but it's different. Does it does it seem like a comfortable bed? No, not at all. This would ruin your back, I think. And I feel like it has what I wish all of them had, which is simple swatches. And I really like this one. I feel like this is different. They took a risk with the kind of brown and the green and the yellow. I like this one. And I really like this one too. You know, the same swatches, and it has a kind of different frame that it works for the double bed. And it's different. Actually, now that I think about it, this white one kind of feels like it's dirty. But okay, let's change it. Yeah. Um, you know, I feel like it's good. I don't like this pink, but okay. The other swatches are okay. This one is a good one. And now the thing is, we have a serious issue. Everyone knows about it with this bed because we go from energy 5 to energy 10, stress relief 10, discomfort relief 10. It's like the perfect bed. And it makes no sense for the base game to have like such a huge jump between beds. It makes no sense. And it also makes no sense that we have no other energy 10 bed. It's just this one for like single and I think also the double bed. Yes, like what is going on? Why? Why do we have this Princess Cornelia be the only base game bed that is like this? It makes no sense. But anyways, I think that for if you're thinking about like, oh, this is a super expensive bed, I think it makes sense for it to be, very classic style. This I feel like this seems fancy. Um This seems horrible, but I feel like, for example, this one, it does seem fancy. There's another one, this one also seems fancy. The main swatch is horrible, but I see what they were trying to do. Like this one, it does seem fancy. So I guess it makes sense. Does it make sense for it to be a single bed? No. Like, I feel like even if you're buying it for a team, and you're like super rich and you have 8,000 simoleons to spend on a bed, you would just buy the double bed, right? You're not just like have him more comfortable if your sim if you have that much money. But okay, I guess. So let's rank these three. So I really like these two. As we said, I like the swatches. They're safe, and I like the different type of bed. I think it's modern. It's uncomfortable for me. You know, it's decent. It's okay. Now this one, I guess I'm also going to put on decent because we have all the issues. You know, it's super expensive. It's the only one with the Energy 10. But I do think that there are swatches that look fancy, which is what this bed is supposed to be. So, classic, fancy, I really do think that it feels what it was trying to be. So decent. And to end it, we have these two that do not have a single bed counterpart. And we also have this one because I have different opinions on this one. So for this, I think that the frame is too tall, and you we have this patterns that what is going on here? Like this is awful. Oh my god! But all of them. No, this can be deleted. What is this? What is this? This can be deleted. I'm not gonna spend any more time here because we have this one that I really like. I like it. I think it's different with the bedpost. And I think it has really good swatches. I mean, this is pretty. This is different. This is pretty. And I love this one. I love this one. This green, I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, all of them. All of them are very, very good. This is different. I like it. Even the black has, types of black. Love this one. Even the main swatch, it's amazing. Really like this one. Let's check. It's energy 4. Oh my god. I mean, we were going up on the single beds already, reaching, I think energy 6 or 5, and now energy 4. Why? Why would it be energy 4? Oh my god. Okay. And then here's, oh, and this one, the one that I said that we can delete it. Let's check. Energy 4 also. And the thing is, you know how for the single bed I said that this has swatches that make it look fancy? I don't think it's the same thing here. I pick the let me pick the this one. I know it's weird, so let's try to get um the same swatch. Okay, it makes zero sense. Now that I was trying to defend myself and I realized that there's no defense on what I'm gonna say. I feel like the bed in this with the single bed looks fancier than the double bed. And now I'm trying to find where I see this and I'm not finding it. But I do think that the single bed looks fancier. This one it just looks tacky. It looks very bad. I don't like it. And it does the green one, I love was too much. It was too much. But like this one, I feel like this is super fancy and it just doesn't translate it here for me. But if you want, if you're cheating money or you have a lot of money and you just want a really good bed, this cannot be deleted because it is energy 10. So sometimes you just have to stick that in your bedroom. I guess because I guess we need it. I guess we need an Energy 10 bed. Could be way better and could also have other beds like this one. Why are we only having those two Energy 10 bed? I already said that 1,000 times in this video, so I'll just move on. This one we can delete it. What is going on with this one? Who decided that this should happen? Let's move on to the final one. I love it. I love it. I didn't know that I love it so much. Then when I was looking at the swatches and decided that I like all of them. So here we have it. The base game bets ranked, and I am sure that everyone agrees with this video. I mean, correct opinions only.